Hi coders, this is Mr. Bennett-Fey and I'm about to show you um, lesson 9, using images, part 1, 2, 4, and 5 probably. So I wanted to, in part 1, actually pull up this PDF. We don't often look at this, but it's worth studying it for a little bit so that you know what's going on when you actually start adding code for your images. So every image image that you put into your web page, it's going to go into your HTML file, and each one is going to follow this pattern pretty much. So it's going to have your tags on both ends. It's going to say image source, image src, and that's where you're going to add the file name. This will make sense once we start doing it. And then this number 3 part, alt equals my dog, that's the description, which is going to show up like down here in case something goes wrong and your reader can't view your image. That's the stuff that's going to tell them what the image is supposed to be. A short description. There was more details down there that I didn't read, so spend some time looking at that image. I'll post it in Google Classroom. All right, 9.2. First thing I look at is do this. Look at the code that makes the dog image appear and then make the cat image appear. Okay, so here's an image in our website. It's a jumping dog, super cute. There's some new stuff in my sidebar over here. So I have my HTML, like usual. I have 2 pictures. These things are just picture files. And then my CSS file. So a little hint is that pictures are going to be put in your HTML file. And already I can see where the code for the dog picture is. And it follows that same format I was talking about. So I'm going to copy, paste this format because I'm never above it. And then under the cat heading, I'm going to make space, paste the image. Now, because I haven't changed it yet, it's going to be linking to another dog, the same dog image. So I'm going to change this file name to reflect the file name of the cat image over here. So cat.jpeg with the E. .jpeg. Whoa, there it is. And then our description shouldn't be dog jumping anymore, maybe cat close-up. All right, that's number 2. We're going to skip number 3 because you can do that on your own, no problem. Okay, this says the details matter. It's a funny title because 3 pictures were supposed to go in here and something all went wrong, as you can see. So there's the alt code that's showing up, but the image is not showing up. And that's because every time in the HTML someone went to put that image, they made a little mistake, and we have to figure out what. So here's the first one, red sky. And my feeling is that this file name doesn't match the file name over here. So let me find red sky. Here it is. And there should be an underscore in between the red. Oh, red underscore sky. There we go. Now for the next one, green grass. What should that actually be titled? Grass .jpeg. All right, so here's your hint for this. These things are really sensitive, so it has to be exactly the same. And that means like capitals and lowercase even. So this had to be capital JPEG, not lowercase. Last one for blue islands. Blue islands. It's just blue.jpg. Put blue with the E. There we go, that's our last one. Finish. Now going on to number 5. Now this is really tricky because you're gonna freak out once you see the do this section because it just looks like a lot. But it's only asking you to do 2 things. Number 1, you need to fix the name of each image according to the following rules. So it's saying that right now there are a bunch of images, but they're not following the rules of how you should name images. First, there can't be any special characters, such as like an exclamation mark. And then make sure like it's not just a bunch of random numbers, like it'll actually help you find this, green frog if you forget it. So how I'm going to edit the names is actually double tap. But I can't double tap really quick. See, it won't work. I need to do like slow. Like that. And then I can edit it. So I'm going to title this one Green Frog. And keep in mind that you can't add spaces over here. You have to use dashes or underscores instead of spaces. Okay, and I'm always going to go as short as possible. When I renamed it, it jumped in order. Don't worry, because it's just going to go alphabetical, I think. So for this one, see, I clicked too quickly. Wow. Walking underscore fish. All right, this one's too long. It's a tiny frog. Tiny. Okay, so might be missing one. Oh, this has a special character in it. I can't have that. No exclamation marks. Since this is the only salamander, let's shorten it up. Okay. You can rename these however you want, as long as they're as short as possible and don't have any special characters or spaces in them. The next one, the second direction here, before we move on, is choose your favorite image and add it to the web page. Oh, my favorite was the tiny one, the one on the coin. So I'm gonna, that's tinyfrog.png. I'm gonna make space, start my image tag, img source, src, equals, add my quotes, tiny frog. If it doesn't work for you, most likely this name of the image doesn't match the file name. So let's see if it works for me. I'm going to add my alt. Small frog. Include my tag. There we go. Here we go. Oh, don't forget the attribution. So under here, I'm going to add like a little, maybe paragraph. To say where this picture came from, because you always got to cite your sources. You took this picture and someone used it without crediting you, you might be pretty upset. So this looks like the author. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. And then I'm going to put Wikimedia comments too. So always, always, always the author and where you got it from, the website. You don't have to put the license. That's optional. Okay, that's number 5.